So, everyone, welcome to another YouTube video. As you saw in this video, we are going to make a custom blackboard, that is a project which tracks your hand movements and creates a blackboard like structure so that everyone can study online. Virtual classes would be taken. This project can be changed by various methods. We can implement stabilized hand control modules that will be trained on our own, which recognizes our hand patterns better, or we could use recognition modules to understand the writing. So it is a further task of this project. I am going to show you how it is done. So this is my code. Just erase the code and we will write entire code all on our phone. And so yeah, this is the end statement. When we close our paste, the project gets closed. Make when we bring our index finger and thumb together, it stops writing. That is, it erases whatever is written. So all of this will be done in this video. So please watch the video till end and do like, share, and subscribe the video. So I'll start the video by importing or getting two major modules or libraries that are very important from the video. So I'll just import CVZone. No, we'll do hand tracking module that you saw in the video. It is an inbuilt module, so no need to train our original module. And it works pretty well. So no need to train our own module and something like that. So and this code below is a representation of how the module works. So let me just show you. Takes a bit of time, but as you can see, in detecting right hand, and it is detecting it pretty well. See, in case of left hand, it is doing like this, so it is doing it pretty well. Detection is nice, so I am using this module, and it is good in case of hand tracking. I have not written restore screen, so I just clear output myself. In case you want to write, you can just write you know clear screen output, destroy window. It's no big deal. Yeah, after this, we just drop the code. After this, we could import CV2. CV2 is very important library. We are going to use CV2 only for hand tracking, for coordinate tracking, along with the display of the screen. CV2 is used for all of this video, online video, live video capture and stuff. So it is very good. And we'll use NumPy, which is also very crucial library when it comes to machine learning, deep learning. And we use Kinder. So the interface you saw, we'll use Kinder for it. Very powerful the library is to create GUIs. It was majorly used earlier, but these days we use different libraries. So I'll just import dialog. So what we'll do, this effect will be important to import to select folders, our device, or to select folders, to open folders or create a smooth GUI. So this library will be important. So let's jump to the code. We'll write first and foremost, we'll write a function to track our hands, that is detect hand function. You saw how I used printer, how I used CVZone. So I'll write a simple code according to the project needs, and then we can modify. So I'll write text, detect hands, Yeah, so here we'll use cap, that is the basic we use initially to initialize video capture in CV2. 0. We'll put 0 here because this is how live video capture starts. In place of 0, you could add your video file like this. No big deal. Write 0 to capture live video. After that, we'll just set the screen width and height. These screen width and height are according to the standard computer height that we use recently. So we do width, comma, screen height. Yeah. So let's now set uh, camera, set screen width along with screen height. If you have studied CV2, you know what this is. Very basic step to initialize the height and width of the screen. Very useful for proper distribution. So that will create simple control, a simple if statement that if the camera is not detected, will return a statement that camera is not open. What will do will write will pass error statement like anything that could not open camera, right? And then break the statement or let's just return it for now. Right. So this is our basic function to open the camera, set height and width, and if the camera is not detected, return simple print statement could not detect camera. So now for this we'll initialize this hand tracking module for by writing the code. Simple will give the variable and detector is equal to hand tracking module. Then what we'll do hand tracking module dot hand detector. This is a simple way of writing or initializing the hand detector. I saw all of this on this CV2 class website. So these are the classes that it is given and explains everything, namespace, classes, files, index, example. Yeah. So I got everything here. You can also read it. Highly recommended. It's good library, majorly used. Yeah. So this is basic. You can find it on what do you say CV2 page. I'll keep the page description link. Yeah. For max hands, this is a function simply detect the number of hands on the screen. Could give two or three, and depending upon the use. One will be ideal for a single person to detect both of the hands, left or right. No major issue in that. Depending on the user, we could do that. So after we have initialized this, as you saw, that our hand tracking was seen on the left corner, which was the live camera. So we'll just write a small function to set the width and height of that camera as we have initializing hands and opening CV2 here. We'll do that here only. Just thinking of creating a new function for that. Okay. And just name it small corner width and height. What should we give? Let's give according to screen 320 by 400. 320 by 240. 400 will be very big. And similar to that of CV2 by name Name window. Yeah. So what do you want to name the window? So it depends on you. Like we'll name it window only. And after that window on. Nice. We normalize the window. Now we will give a resize window. So there is no need to overcomplicate the code. It is simply we are initializing the hands, the canvas here, and the small window which is going to be in the canvas. So it is necessary to set the width and height and resize window column. So we'll just name this one also window, and after that screen width and screen height, which we initialized earlier. Right. Yeah. So let's do one thing. Initialize the canvas only and draw a path. I'll explain about the canvas and drawn path in the next function that we'll write about open image dialog flow. That is, we're going to open the folder, right? That you saw the image that you opened. So here the canvas will be initiated. So let me just, this may be weird at this point. I'm going on writing, but I'll explain you the next one. So yeah, this deprecated time function is ready. So what we did is we wrote the function. We have not given any parameters. I've not explicitly called it by now. We will explicitly call it when we call the main function. It is simple what we do with main function. We simple name is equal to simple. We'll do it with times. Yeah, small mistakes. Will not give anything because in video capture we have given 0 and we have not defined the canvas and window. So the output will be none. No. Will you see me to here? A different error will pop up. Or in such cases, we have not said anything. So not that is not defined. So the error is there. So we have not defined the functions earlier. So yeah. Now let us write a function. The function to open the folder will be good to write next. So, so the function open folder. Hit to that event. So here event is a simple variable that we will initialize to open the folder button, L down button, which we will give the parameters to, and we'll just name the folder button as select folder. So event will initialize x and y variables will be the parameter variable, and we'll have flags and right. So let's see if event is equal to CV2 of event L button. So these are the parameters that I've given for the button X, and then we'll do 200. That would be good. And 10. X what is yeah, the, the basic CV2 functions buttons you can see here. We'll just read the documentation. Now we'll give the folder path using file dial flow file dialog dot ask directory, and for the directory title we will give select folder that you saw earlier in the video. Selected the folder, we got the video, that we got the what do you say image from our local device, right? So we will initialize the directory and we'll simply give folder open image dial. So this is all kinder. uh, let's initialize the kinder in the next function. This is the kinder the graphical interface. Because initially initializing Python to create GUIs and everything. Now it is not used very much, but for small projects like this, when we are not deploying the project or we are not doing very much the project for learning, it could be deployed. Major changes needs to be done, but it could be good. We could add various topics like including a PDF file, right? That would be great. A PDF file. So these are the things. I'll work on it, and if I do, I'll let you know guys. I'll just make a video on it. So this is the thing. Now, as we have done with the open folder part, open folder, function. Let's do a function open about open image dial flow. That what we'll do, we'll initialize the kinter to be used in this folder, this function, right? So we'll explicitly call the function here. So def open image dial. So yeah, we used it here. Now we'll give C. We call the function here and we'll now give the folder path as a parameter so that when the user gives the folder path, it could automatically open using the device. So we'll call printer here. Root is equal to pk. This is how you make a simple interface in the printer. Root dot one. And then we'll give file path. Right? File path is equal to dialog dot ask open file name. So as you saw in the video, it asked to choose the folder first, and after the folder was chosen, it went to the contents of the folder. So this image is for that only. We could choose images. For that, we could add another function that is ask open file or PDFs also. That could be done if you take in the doing few research. That is good idea. I'll try on that. That part. Well, without title, it won't look good. So what we'll do, we'll give a title for. So we are using images. So we'll just give select images, and after that, file type. Right. So what file type we need? That are the ideal file types, right? Like JPG, JPEG, PNG. So we'll give the top three only. We could give AVI and all of that, but we're not really interested in that now for learning purpose. Like files, let's go with PNG and PNG. After that, JPG. Yeah, after that JPEG. is the issue here? ENG dot. Yeah, so here we will do dot incomplete input. Let's say incomplete input here. Yeah, so we are not finished. Yeah, so gone. Right. Okay. Now, as we have initialized the file type, we'll just destroy the window. That is, we have opened sole purpose of selecting an image. Right, so window or destroy. Right. So this is done. Now let's do a thing. We in this folder itself, let initialize the canvas and write a statement that is canvas is not. I mean, like if the frame is not readable, error fail to load screen and call the hands function hand detector hand frame here only, which will save us bit of memory, I guess, because not creating extra function for that. So let's look at the file path we have here. File path. What we'll do, we'll initialize the canvas, that is the black frame that you see, and from the canvas we'll do cv2 dot img file path. Nice. So here what we'll do, we'll just directly read the file path into the canvas and draw path for it, right? Great. You remember the draw path variable we declared here. So here we are using here canvas none we gave. Here we initialize the canvas. So it's a simple thing. If we initialize the canvas directly, we won't have any issue into that. So let's do one thing. Rather than doing everything like this, we'll just insert our folders into one. What that will do, it will create clarity for me that it could have given an error. What error? If you have detected it good, that the variable in the function cannot be explicitly used in another function without a class. That error we would have got. So I just put them in one. Like so now I just take the true while statement that if it is not detected, if not right, we give an error statement error. Like if frame is not hit, what can be done? Failed, failed to capture frame, right? And we'll just click right now, and we'll this is done. Now, yeah, this is a good idea. Actually, what we will do, we will directly explicitly call this function into the main, like in the way if yeah. So what it will do, we'll need to call only one function, and we won't have any issue calling multiple function and creating inheritance and all of that. So it will give error because of frame rate frames. All of that is not defined properly. It may start, but let's see. Not very much sure myself. Yeah. So what is the error? Not that is defined. So yeah, it is to be defined. What we'll do, write the function for this only now, and not okay, not cap. But exactly what is that? And if you can see to spend that text. Yeah, that this will give an error because here we have this proper intent, right? As we have mixed the code, we forgot about the intent itself. Yeah, will still might start the window, but see the detection will not be done. It will just explicitly start the window. We have to do multiple tasks now. We have to use our hand gestures. We have to use motion to identify in the hand gesture that has to be done. Yeah, fit to capture frame. So we have not initialized anything right now as of for now. Only three function. The frames rate is not defined. The frame itself is not defined, so it won't start. So let's do it. Let's get the frame now. So let's go with the frame. Frame is equal to CV2 dot CV2. Now let's frame. Wait a minute. Resize. We have called this variable earlier here. So what we are doing, we are just initializing them here along with the frame so that we can start the working canvas. Let's give frame shape. Frame visible. Right now, if canvas is not, what we do, we do it for hands. And hand detector variable, we have even already to detect the presence of hand. Detect find hands. Find hands. So, yeah. So this is done. And we have now we'll have to write a huge code this function and you know so this will what we'll do, we'll integrate everything into this function so that it does not get very difficult for us to make new functions, explicitly call it, do everything. So that will be very difficult for each and everyone. So what I'll do, I'll write the code here. I'll just meet on the after writing the code and I'll explain. So welcome back everyone. I have written the code really properly and I've included a few modules to make the detection proper. So till the last time that we were here, we have wrote a code to detect the hands itself and open folder button along with open folder path, but we have not called it explicitly using the given modules, right? So in this code, we have given the hands variable to the hand detector for the simplicity in the past code. So what we'll do, if the hand variable is defined for the hand is actually detect, right? So here index fingertip. So in the hand gesture module in CV2, it is already there to detect fingertips along with index finger, middle finger, and all the other fingers. So I directly give it an order like index finger tip, hand, and this A2. So what it does that when index finger and thumb move together, whatever is written in the code just vanishes. Right? Whatever is written on the screen, it vanishes. Using that, using when we close our fist, right? The program closes. So all of this is in this code here. See, this time program hand close program. So I'll explain it Here we have initialized the thumb finger tip along with the now finger distance is basically for understanding how much distance is left so that close window function is called, right? So this is for that else draw. If this is not detected, else draw. If thumb, index finger, middle finger, canvas, not the canvas, writing goes to 0. If drawing smooth path, exponential smooth. So exponential smoothing, I have defined a new function here. So the task of exponential smoothing is, the name suggests, the hand movements get choppy sometimes, detecting the finger, indexing finger and everything. So we'll just couple map for that. And calculate velocity is nothing to simply adjust the velocity of the hand to give the live detection part better. So this is the code for that. And for canvas with small video, we defined it earlier. That is for the live camera. We have defined the lens size, whatever we need according to the changes. Now this is to add the button, that is, yeah. So but here the code, I'll just give it in, chat window or comments or in description, the link to the GitHub, or I'll directly post the code so you will understand what exactly is written. It's easy, it's not that difficult, it's just a simple read. And this is the initialization according to the code, right? So this is our code in total, and we initialize it, we run it. This running takes some time. Till that, you take a look at pick enter, comment box, scrolling, everything. This is the link to that. And for CV2, this is the link for CV2. So do visit this and try to learn. It's great. And now we'll just initialize the main function that detect hands rather than using multiple functions, calling multiple functions explicitly creating class. I have input everything into a single function. Single function is called. So that makes the code easy to use, right? So just run this code and it will start the video detection. It takes a few minutes to start, but to understand the gist of the course, you understand it. Video app. Yeah. So there it is. Yeah. So this and detected drawing started. Right. The part of exponential smoothing or velocity determinant is for that. In the additional the code I wrote is for the finger detection, like this finger detection or task of this, right? Or hand tracking or doing this which closes the program, right? See what is written, hand close program is it. So this is the video process for it. Thank you for watching. Please do support the channel. Subscribe if you have learned something new. Thank you.